This is the Doctor, bringing you Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Daemonhunters, a game whose insanity is matched only by the number of colons and hyphens in its title. This is a game of someone who played XCOM and thought, you know what, all the soldiers you get are just too puny, and instead you should just start out with superhuman space marines equipped with power armor and power weapons and the most insane nonsense that you will ever see. And the result is a fantastically fun XCOM-style game, a hyper-aggressive XCOM-type game where your soldiers really do feel superhuman. I've been having a ton of fun with this, and I just got a new computer that I want to test out. I am recording this on 1440 resolution and playing it at the same resolution, of course. Well, I mean, you have to play at that resolution to record it, but the point is, this is a good test for my new computer. Don't worry, Battle Brothers fans. I haven't forgotten about the campaign, and I will eventually finish it. But if you have a problem with that, go complain to the developers of this game, okay? Go complain to them, and, you know, that's your best chance. I am going to go ahead and just do a new campaign. I've been playing this campaign for, it doesn't show you how many hours, but I think it's like 20 hours or something. And it's just a ton of fun. I call this like an action strategy game. Like, it's not like Battle Brothers where it takes 1,000 hours to learn. This game takes you like 10 hours to learn, and it's not anywhere near as deep, but it is so much fun. Just look at the animations. Like, look at the armor on these guys. It's so beautiful. The words you can see, like Steel, Faith, Terra, Internal, like the graphics are really nice. Rav on that cannon, it's just hilarious. Okay, everything is so over the top and ridiculous. It basically, it's like playing with all gladiators on the Battle Brothers. Like, every single one of your soldiers is an insane gladiator. So I will go ahead and do legendary difficulty. Am I going to die? Maybe. But will it be fun? Yes. And then this is Iron Man. I personally cannot be bothered to manage slave slots. I played enough Ruthless to tell that it seems actually pretty hard to lose the game, but you know, who knows? Who knows? So let's go ahead and get started. And there is a tutorial that is part of the story.
It is the 41st millennium. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. Mankind wages a never-ending battle for survival against the demonic power of the Chaos Gods. But by one force is humanity shielded from true darkness: the Grey Knights. This secret chapter of Space Marines are the Imperium's surest defense against that which the Emperor foresaw would be its greatest threat: humanity's blade against the demon. For in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
Unidentified Astartes vessel. This is Captain Ferrani Everick of the warship Holiness of Ra. Geheris is lost. Repeat, Geheris is lost. All Imperial vessels are to withdraw at once. Astartes vessel, do you read me? Geheris is doomed. Please acknowledge this warning and...
You have done all you can, Captain. Go, in the Emperor's light.
You cannot sail into this storm.
We do what we must. Farewell, Captain. Tech Priest, report.
Hexagramic wards are under maximal pressure.
Commander, we cannot maintain this orbit for long.
Dispatch the assault team at once. I will join them and put an end to this myself.
Your will be done. The assault team is engaged, Commander. They clear a path for your arrival.
Here I stand. One unbreakable shield against the darkness. Tonight the Cadium falls, Hector. Our quest is finally near its end.
Everything, of course, is completely over the top. I think this game could be like the new XCOM. Man, not replacing XCOM, like something alongside XCOM, like a much more hyper-aggressive version of XCOM. Anyway.
Palamedes, report.
We have clear a path through this chaff. Our target lies ahead.
Time is against us, brothers. We breach the cathedral.
Alright, so this part is just a tutorial, and you move your characters around like that.
Your Imperium shall burn!
Cowards and weaklings. Advancing into cover.
Cover? I don't know why the tutorial wants you to take cover, just because, like, you don't need cover.
Face the Emperor's judgment.
Alright, we're gonna shoot and reload and all that stuff.
I will end that heretic.
Also, why do all my characters in the tutorial start out with, like, half health? That's crazy.
Justice.
Alright, it's starting to have you shoot things, but that's not what's satisfying.
With your blade.
This is what's satisfying. Melee attacks. This is what sets the game apart from XCOM.
No quarter.
Yes, Commander. I am the Emperor's Fury.
You're out of cover, Uther. Trust in the Aegis.
Aegis, this is kind of like a hunker down, except you can use it anywhere.
Gods be with me!
Oh, that one punched me.
No! Die, Imperial dog! Here's a good spot.
And there's Overwatch, of course. What would an XCOM game be without Overwatch?
Just wait.
See, look at that. I just took like 3 hits at half health, and I'm like barely even
Time
scratched.
stands against us. I will breach the cathedral.
XCOM rookie would be dead by now.
Demons, I will not be delayed by these weaklings.
Yes, weaklings is right. Alright, and this game has a lot of environmental things you can do. Like you can break down pillars and use them to hit enemies. Very, very satisfying. The tutorial calls that out
Is pinned. Advance and deliver retribution.
because it really, really wants you to do that. Okay, okay.
Deploy your frag grenade, brother.
Yes, grenades, very satisfying.
We are hammer.
Wrath. Isn't everything
Deliver the
just
Emperor's judgment, Uther.
so ridiculous? Like the grenade has the word "Rav" on it.
Advance and train your bolter on that doorway.
Oh,
Unleash your blessed ammunition the moment they are exposed.
everything is like, it's not just ammunition, it's blessed ammunition.
Palamedes,
Blessed.
prepare for the demon's charge.
At once, Commander.
Ah, I just find that so hilarious. Okay. Wants me to Overwatch. Now, this is not an Overwatch crawl game. Overwatch, you use like a little bit. But it's not really that critical.
This battle is not over.
Alright, so even if your guy goes down, he only is out for 3 rounds and then he gets to stand back up again. That's crazy. This is what I mean, like, all your...
Dark powers from within.
Ah, yes. Adjacent enemies with melee weapons will automatically strike you if you move out of range. And you can do that to them, too. So if you melee an enemy and they run, you get a free attack. That's really good. I also like the movement system. They haven't explained it fully yet, but,
These soulless curs shall hinder us no
wow.
longer.
Whatever this ability is, it's really good. Fury of the Ancients. But there's a... See, all the abilities are so
End
ridiculous.
that demon, Palamedes.
Engage him now.
Alright, you want me to stab it? Oh, it can parry my attacks.
I will end.
We cannot lose another battle, brother Iolanthus. Both demons must be destroyed.
Yeah, you can move in melee, which is very good. Oh, and this is a critical hit. This is another fun thing. When you critical hit something, you can like attack their sword and disable it, or you can attack another one of their special abilities, like and disable it, or you can just do more stun. Now this is the part of the game
Return to the jaws of your master.
that really, this is the one of the most critical mechanics of the game. When you stun an enemy, you can then guarantee crit, but not only that, you can execute. This is like one of the core mechanics of the game and what makes it different from XCOM. As you can see, when you execute an enemy, first of all, there's a satisfying animation, but most importantly, all your other characters, your knights, gain +1 action points, so you can move all your other characters again. Yeah, so this character, Palamedes, has gained +1 from the Executioner, and now I can act again. Oh, and your attacks, you can do like special power-ups, and like everything is just over the
I'll
top.
move on ahead. There is not much time, brothers, but we must prepare for the coming battle. I can sense enemy reinforcements. Palamedes, resuscitate Uther, so you may both defend against them. Take up defensive positions, Palamedes. The enemy reinforcements will be here soon.
There are a lot of reinforcements in
Your
battle.
resolve is commendable, Uther. Join Palamedes in defense of the cathedral.
Yeah, so your characters, if they get down to death, they resurrect
Iolanthus with me. There's a breach in the wall ahead.
with 50% hit points.
I will breach the inner sanctum.
A little bit of the old Emperor Palpatine Force Lightning.
Futile! Millions of souls feed the flame. The threshold is passed. The warp emerges.
Your cult is broken. Your ritual is ended. Relish this breath, for it is your last.
You know, you would think demons don't need to breathe.
Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull god.
to my side, Iolanthus.
Yep, so you can jump over obstacles like that. Look at that! That guy in super heavy armor just leapt across a chasm.
I will show you true wrath, demon.
Alright, what do you want me to do? Just attack it? Alright, that thing is like a boss. Look at the size of this enemy, this demon thing. It's absolutely gigantic. I fought some of the bosses later on. Those bosses are insane. One of the things XCOM can actually benefit from, I guess that XCOM 2 expansion, War of the Chosen, those Chosen are kind of like bosses, but no. Like, the Chosen you just kill in one round when they show up. The bosses I fought are insane. They are not one-round kills. They're well designed. So XCOM could learn from the boss fights. All right, more Overwatch nonsense. We're not gonna be overwatching the actual campaign.
Does duty end?
Our brothers have bought us precious time, Iolanthus. Flank that demon and fire at will.
Alright, so wave points. This is another nice feature. You click on a hex and you only move when you confirm. So you can wave point around, as you can see, and get around hazards and stuff like that. So XCOM, you can do it too, but it's way more janky, I feel like.
For the Emperor!
You profane this sacred place with your master's fire. This ends now, demon.
Whereas in this game, the waypoint system feels a lot more natural. All right, hazards, that's fire. We're Space Marines, we don't care about fire.
For the Emperor.
Pathetic mortal! Weakling spawn of a false god!
I am the light that banishes darkness.
Your prayers mean nothing!
Look at how beautiful, like, that armor looks.
I am the hammer!
Although, it would be a lot more believable if he were to hammer.
Beaten me for now, little knight!
If he actually had a hammer.
War I fight is eternal!
And you can get hammers in this game.
Analysis. Warp signatures fading.
Then the blood ritual has ended. Where is that report? Report! Where is the commander?
He died a champion's death. Blade on blade against the powers blasphemy.
Alright, that concludes sort of the battle tactical map tutorial. All right, resilience, that's like life. So even if your character dies, they don't die until they lose all the resilience. This is what I mean. Like, your soldiers are basically indestructible. As apparently they're supposed to be.
A long campaign, over at last.
A victory at the cost of the commander's life.
Alive, he was ever a faithful servant to the Emperor. A true hero. In death, at least his duty has finally ended.
Assertion. This ship remains in crisis. The baleful edict is seriously damaged. There are grievous matters to attend.
Ah, yes. That is why I have invited our guest.
You have appointed him to take the commander's place?
No one else suitable survived the campaign.
Falsehood. You also live.
My apologies, Acting Commander. The priests of Mars do not understand our knightly oaths. Our men and stores are severely diminished. Your task is to lead us for the voyage home. It is a simple duty, and once we return to Titan, I will put the future of your command to the chapter's Grandmasters. In the meantime, I will provide what advice I can.
I will also support you with counsel and service. But remember, the baleful edict is my chief concern. Be careful with this ship.
We sail for Titan on your word, Commander.
So we've met Bradford, we've
Strike
met
Force
Shen.
Cyphos at your disposal.
And so, and we're gonna meet Valen. Like, somebody literally played XCOM and thought, you know what? I love the
Commander,
banter
Would you please join me in the strategium?
between the characters. And let's just dial everything up to 11.
One of our battle brothers has proved himself worthy. Let us honor his deeds.
Okay, barracks, and then we can level up characters.
Brother Ulrich is a talented justicer. Please decide where he should focus his training to support you in the field. With every promotion, your knights gain 2 ability points, which you can use to expand their capabilities.
Alright, what do we want? This is a Justicar. This knight gains... Every knight also has a extra ability. This one gains +5 range for their equipped grenades. That's good, so you can throw grenades extra hard. I do like to get this ability, which gives you a little ability that gives you action points to another character, which I think is very strong. This one, the auto crit, is also very strong. And the ability to equip Terminator armor is very strong as well. There's so many good abilities, you know. We could do this. I could pick up +4 hit points. I don't need Cybalt. No. We're going in meleeing hard. We're not gonna have this action point thing. We're gonna get the auto crit, which is powerful. And then we can pick up these 2.
Confirming this.
Alright.
Excellent. When you are finished, please join me at the star map. Our ship is in dire need of repair. We had best set a course for Titan and debrief the Grandmasters.
This is still part of the tutorial, so this is like the geoscape in XCOM.
Issue the travel order to begin our return to Titan.
And you can move your ship around these planets.
Baleful edict. In the name of the God Emperor.
Dominus, who is this interloper?
Code scrapings indicate an inquisitorial transmission.
Baleful edict. Prepare for my arrival.
Duty calls, Commander. We should open a Vox link.
Inquisitorial vessel. Permission granted to come aboard.
God Emperor, I found you. I must commandeer this vessel at once.
Impossible. We are bound for Titan. The edict cries out for repair.
The tech priest speaks the truth, Inquisitor. Our last crusade bled us dry.
I'm not blind, Knight. But heresy does not operate at our convenience. My destination is Koromar Prime, within this very system. Not such a taxing journey, I'd expect.
And what is it that you hope to find there?
This.
Beneath rotting skies, the air thickens with a world's final breath. Seeds planted in flesh and bone, watered with blood and tears. A warrior alone in the garden of a grinning god.
These are scraps of astropathic whimsy.
There's more.
It grows. It spreads. A great dispersal upon the etheric wind. The bloom proliferating. First, then Koromar, then world after world. Its roots spread from an ancient veil. Inquisitor, hear me! Hear me! Hear me! Who tends the garden?
The astropath sacrificed himself to send that message.
Now you understand why we must investigate.
Commander, we cannot risk further damage to this vessel.
It is the chapter ship, Dominus. The Inquisitor has every right to request our support.
It is not a request.
Commander, with your leave, we will set our course for this Koromar Prime.
Yes. Good. That will do for now.
So now we have the full team. Shen, Valen, and Bradford. And that Inquisitor, her name is Vakir, right? V for Valen. Alright. When you're on a planet, you can click on this eye.
If we do not investigate this threat, the consequences will be dire.
And you can see like what sort of thing you're going to fight, potentially. You can't see the enemies because you're missing certain upgrades to let you see that. Alright, what do you want me to click on?
Commander, it is our duty to support this Inquisitor, but we should complete this task as swiftly as we can. The Grandmasters on Titan are waiting for our report.
Alright, and then this is sort of the tutorial mission, and not just a tutorial.
Report. Signals from quarantine beacons detected in the upper atmosphere, but the surface itself is silent.
Plague, Commander. Send your squad to the surface.
Knights of Titan, you are the instrument of the Emperor's will. Make planetfall and discover if the Inquisitor's fears are founded. You should evaluate your knight's armaments and ensure they are best suited to the battle at hand.
Alright, so...
The Nemesis Force Halberd can inflict a preemptive first strike on an object. Choose which halberd you would like to equip. Your options will be limited until we return to Titan.
There was a patch that was recently installed that added all these, like, I guess they're early access weapons, or I don't know what the deal is, but a bunch of additional weapons. This one's Derek's Reach. All of the weapons beyond the basics have a special name. Now, this weapon just has +5 crit. That's not so great. But there are weapons you can get later on that are like crazy strong, as they should be. Okay, and now I'm free to equip my guys however I want, right? Alright, so I am going to rename a couple of these knights to other characters, to some of my longtime viewers. Let me know. I'll put it in the chat too, in the comments field. The description, that's what it is. If you care, if you guys want to get some of these crazy Space Marines named after you. Ooh, of course we have to go with no helmet on everyone. Every one of these Space Marines is gonna go full Game of Thrones style ridiculous nonsense. Look at this guy, he's got a monocle of all crazy things. Can you change his, like, I guess they're gray knights, so you can't change their, like, color on the armor, and that's okay. A lot of customization options you can see, except for the armor. Chest piece, ooh. What does that even say? I can't tell. What is this? The whole thing is ridiculous. Headgear. No, you have to have your monaco, buddy. Pauldrons. Like, you can do a left and a right pauldron. Greaves, the shoes. Oh, look at that. Regis. Doesn't that mean king? What about the other greave? I can't read that. I can't. Oh, I can rotate my guy. Yes, of course. Malleus. Look at that. Like, it's so incredible. Voice. Oh.
The Emperor likes our path.
We don't need to change our voice. All right, let me go ahead and do some renaming. All right, I've went through and re-equipped the team. Let's see, a couple of comments. You cannot change the surname, apparently. I did not actually know that. So I can only change your first name. I think it's because the characters say this, like, part of their name in battle. How sick would that be if we can get a game where they can recognize a custom name and say it? That game is probably like 20 years away, but you never know. Could happen in our lifetimes. But look at that. Everybody has no helmet because these are absurd Space Marines. I want to just talk briefly about these classes. There are 4 basic classes, and later on in the game you can unlock 4 more classes. And they have this skill, it's not a tree, I don't know, a grid, I guess is how you would describe it. And you can go left and right. Every level you get 2 skill points. And every character gets some basic, a basic ability. So Pendant here has +5 range for grenade. That's always nice. Some of the abilities can be really powerful. Like this character, Night Warg, you have +10% crit, which is real good. Because a character, well, I should talk a little bit about the 4 classes. As far as I can tell, Justicars are kind of like tanks with some, all sorts of support abilities, but their main thing is tanking and melee attacks. They have quite a few abilities that up their melee power. I suppose you can go right and get like this weapon, but I don't know if that's that great. I would say melee attacks are really, really, really important in this game. Like, really important. Then this class, the Purgator, seems to be a range specialist. All their skill trees are focused on increasing their range firepower. So, and there are a variety of range weapons you can have. There's the basic Storm Bolter, and then this thing, a side cannon, does a lot more damage. There's this thing called the silencer. It has more ammo. Ammo is quite relevant. And it has a scatter shot, which is powerful. But critically, it can like disrupt enemies, which I don't think we're gonna need that just yet. There's this incinerator, flamethrower. It's quite powerful as well. Oh my gosh, look at how fun this weapon is. But it doesn't do stun, and I think stun is really, really important. So I'm not gonna go burn everything yet. This class, the Interceptor, seems to me to be a like assault class. Their whole thing is they teleport around and do into the back of enemies and then just start hacking away with the melee weapons. They also have some nice support abilities. I guess I'll talk about that more when we actually unlock them. But this class is a ton of fun, super mobile. Teleport is basically run and gun from XCOM, but better. But it's like they played XCOM and just like went completely over the top. And in this class, the Apothecarian is a healer and support. Some of their support abilities are really, really powerful. Like this ability here to let them stun enemies easier is extremely powerful. They can also equip this super heavy Terminator armor, so they can do, and they have some debuffs. They can also like heal more. Lots of nice abilities here. Yeah, this healing, it costs a lot of willpower. But up here, like extra war gear slots, that's always nice. The serval skulls are kind of like support items. They apparently have melee discipline as well. Like in the upper right corner, it'll tell you like what this is related to. So anyway, this is a healer, but interestingly enough, this character has +1 armor when using the Aegis shield. So I kind of really want to unlock Terminator armor. Ooh, can any of my guys actually equip it right now? I don't think so. I don't have anyone with that ability, but Terminator armor, oh, is like, I just love that armor. Okay, nobody can equip it. I also realized I forgot to rename you. Alright, welcome, Krog. So, the 4 basic classes, right? Tank-ish with melee, range specialist, pure assault, and then healer. But every class can like do multiple different things, except this range class. That seems to be like pretty much just range, but all the other classes can do like other things as well. So, in the next video, we're actually gonna do a mission. So, thank you for watching. Until next time.